Hi guys, in what sounds like a rip-off of Winston Churchill, Boris Johnson has been encouraging farmers to grow for Britain. Now, I think this is a distraction. This is an article from the Telegraph, but let's jump in anyway. So it talks here about how there's a cost of living crisis. Of course, food prices are going up, energy prices are going up, and it's difficult for ordinary people to buy good quality food, and farmers want to sell their good quality food to the consumer. The government are talking about encouraging farmers to use new technology and new techniques to improve yields, but also old technology such as organic fertilizer, which doesn't need a global supply chain in order to get it to the fields. There doesn't seem to be any financial support for farmers, and there doesn't seem to be any financial support for consumers who wish to buy British. Now, it's not all bad news. Schools, hospitals and prisons will be able to buy locally produced food, but again, no details of who will pay for that and if, for example, school budgets will increase. Pubs and restaurants will be forced to declare if any meat comes from factory farms. This is something I fully support. However, the article does ignore the elephant in the room, Brexit. Staffing problems as a result of Brexit, as a result of ending of freedom of movement, and we've seen how fruit and vegetables are rotting in fields because farmers can't get access to the staff they need. Supply problems, be it fertilizer or equipment. Import problems if you're trying to get seeds or different materials from abroad. Maybe not the case if you're dealing with just for Britain, but many farmers are trying to export their goods and they're struggling as well because of third country status. The article seems to think that farmers who have worked one type of farming for a generation can be told just to flip to another overnight. This is not acceptable. It's not going to work. And there's no mention of the terrible trade deals which will result in flooding the market with cheap foreign products, undercutting British farmers. But then we have to focus on the sunlit uplands. So as I said at the beginning, I think this is a distraction. It's just to confuse the public. Brexit is going really well. Let's focus on growing for Britain and ignore the problems of trying to get goods and staff into the country. Once again, it's an attempt to prop up Boris Johnson. The confidence vote didn't go very well. Brexit is not going very well. The cost of living is not being solved. Interest rates are expected to rise along with inflation, which is rising. And Boris Johnson has run out of ideas. So what does he do? He goes to the farmers and says, dig more, or plant more, or grow more. And the farmers, I presume, are responding, yes, but give us the staff and give us the ability to actually grow these things. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.